Hello, welcome to I Teach I Learn. This is Aishwarya and I love talking about children and I love suggesting activities that you can do at home with your child. This video contains activities for your 6 to 9 year olds. They're all about physics, chemistry, and the fascinating world that is science. Science truly has a way of bringing together people across the world. Even in history, we learn about scientists who were given a free pass to travel across countries even during times of war. Even today, scientists are able to collaborate on so many wonderful things to explore as to the possibilities of what we can discover, explore into possibilities of what we can invent and how we can improve and find out more about things that are within us and even beyond us. Our little elementary explorer is quite fascinated with science as well. And you would have probably heard the term STEM as well. Science, technology, engineering and mathematics. STEM activities are quite the buzz in many parent forums. With good reason. STEM activities encourage a lot of hands-on doing and they connect the child to very basic concepts in the world of physics and chemistry and encourage children to find out how to do something and understand the concepts rather than just rote learning from a textbook. We also know that the elementary child of 6 to 12 is curious, has a very imaginative mind, and Dr. Maria Montessori talks a lot about water as a way of introducing very interesting concepts in science. Water is the primordial source of life for all creatures of the world. She talks about the oceans which are filled with life. She talks about how water takes 3 different states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. She says how we can explore water and see what happens to it at different temperatures, what happens when it passes through a certain geographic location, how does it affect the people and the animals living in a certain area, and how dependent are we on water. Definitely water has a very biological aspect to it, but Dr. Maria Montessori was more fascinated by the work of water. She considers everything in this world has a reason for being here, including us. That is what she calls as the cosmic task. There are so many lessons in elementary which talk about the work of water in different forms. We talk about the work of river when it flows from the upper regions to the ocean or to the lakes. We talk about the work of rain as it pours down and erodes and also helps in growing vegetation. We talk about the work of ice as they melt and form glacial paths. We also talk about the work of the waves in creating beaches. And of course, we talk a lot about wind currents and how the entire world is dependent on how hot or cold the water is. This is very fascinating to me because it is a clear example of how I can easily connect different subject areas to one beautiful source. This is very fascinating to me as an elementary teacher because it is it's a clear example of cosmic education where you're able to connect one subject area to everything else, and that is how the child learns, by making associations. For example, I introduced the work of river to a child and we spoke about how they form valleys. And the next day when I introduced a lesson in geometry, a child was quick to point out, "Auntie, that acute angle looks like a valley." And of course, there was another child that pointed out, both of them make the shape V, the letter V. I'll end with a quote from Dr. Montessori when she was talking in her book From Childhood to Adolescence about something very mundane, to be honest. She was talking about solutions and mixing of solutes in solvents. This is a line from that paragraph that caught me by surprise. Nothing can speak to the child's imagination better than science, because he sees in science a sort of magic. Isn't that very true? Try out these experiments and let me know what kind of reactions do you get from your children. Share these experiments with others and remember to tag us. Check them out now. Bye.